Welcome back to a brand new PTCG live video. Today I'll be showcasing the new Hydreigon EX from the newly released sets Black Bolt and White Flare. So with that being said, let's get into the deck list. Let's see which new cards we'll be running. So we do have the 3 Deino, the 2 Zweilous, as well as the 2 Hydreigon EX here. And we do have that ability Greedy Eater. If your opponent's basic Pokemon is knocked out by damage from an attack by this Pokemon, we get to take an extra prize card for this knockout. And then for our attack, we have the Dark Bite. For the 3 Dark, 2 Colorless, we can do 200 base damage. And then during your opponent's next turn, the defending Pokemon can't retreat. So to help us get those 5 energy cards for our Hydreigon EX, we do run all 4 copies of the Lapras EX here from Stellar Crown, where we do have that Larimer Rain attack for the 1 Water, 1 Psychic, 1 Metal. We can look at the top 20 cards of our deck, and any energy cards that we find there, we can attach those to our Pokemon in any way we like. And then we do have the 2 copies of the Fan Rotom here for that ability Fan Call. On the first turn of the game, we can search out our deck for 3 colorless Pokemon with 100 HP or less and put them into our hand. And then lastly, we do have a 3-2 line of the Hoothoot and Noctowl for that Jewel Seeker ability. If we evolve up Hoothoot into Noctowl and have a Terra Pokemon in play, which will be our Lapras EX, we can search out our deck for any 2 trainer cards and put them into our hand. And then moving on to our trainer cards, for our stadium cards, it will be this Ace Spec Grand Tree, where once during each player's turn, they can evolve up their basic Pokemon all the way up to its highest stage evolution, with the only 2 exceptions being is that you can't use this on the first turn, and you can't use this also on a Pokemon that just came into play. And then for our supporter cards, we just run 3 copies of Boss's Orders for gusting up one of your opponent's bench Pokemon, as well as the 2 copies of Crispin, where you can search out your deck for 2 basic energy cards of different types, and then attach one to a Pokemon, and then put the other one into your hand. And then for our tool cards, we have the 1 copy of Defiance Band. If we are behind in prizes, we can do an extra 30 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. And then for our energy cards, we have the 3 Luminous Energies, the 13 Dark Energies, the 2 Metal, the 2 Psychic, as well as the 2 Water Energies. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get into some games here. So yeah, we did win the coin toss, decided to go first, had our opponent go second, and looks like no mulligans. Ooh, looks like I'm gonna make gold dango. Let's get Fan Rotom and Deino. This is a pretty decent start, or I'd say this is pretty much as perfect of a start you can get really with this deck, where you have the Lapras in the front, where you can have it ready to use its attack, you don't have to switch out or retreat. And yeah, of course, they're going to gust us here. So it looks like we're going to have to Noctowl for the switch here, because I don't see really any way to do this. They pass, and maybe they even know that also if they used boss. Let's see, a switch in the deck. It is. And, should we get Ultra Ball? I just don't know what we'd discard here. Yeah, now let's get Grand Tree. I think I might get another Deino here. Just because Gholdengo uses so many bosses, there's a very good chance they can just easily gust one of them. Hopefully no gusting. Okay, they play Arven, so we got a chance. Like, Gholdengo uses so many bosses, it's pretty insane. So they even search out the Energy Search Pro of the Arven. What else did they give Arven? I think the Air Balloon. Yeah. So they're definitely KOing Lapras, there's no doubt about it. And especially since we're weak to metal even, they only need half the energy cards, so I think they only need, what, 3? I used 4 for some reason, I don't know why. So even with the Defiance Band, we're still short 30 damage. Yeah, we should have searched out, used the Noctowl before. So bad. Like, how did I... was not expecting to get knocked out so quickly. Another Gholdengo. Yeah, we should have used both of the Noctowls while we could have. They go for code breaking. See how many energies they need to knock aside. I think at least 7. Yeah, they need 7. That code breaking was probably superior energy retrieval, honestly. They switch out. See, they play Lavencia. And I think they're gonna knock us out. They got 12 cards in their hand. 7 energies is not that tough. Especially if they went into the Gholdengo with the 200 damage. They had Adrenabrain, so now they need even less. They only need 6. Yeah, it is pretty much impossible. Let's see what happens here. I don't see a way to win this. Especially with Grand Tree gone now. See, Hydreigon is in the deck, but I don't know where the odds. Flip the script. Okay, that's pretty lucky we draw it. Really wish we had like an Iona or something to reduce their hand size. And I feel like we lost this. Parent retrieval. Yeah, we lost this. They can get the lightning energies back so easily with Encium. So yeah, we did take a mulligan here. We did win the coin toss. Decided to go first, had our opponent go second. And they do draw an extra card for our mulligan. Hopefully it's just one. Yeah, it's just one. Okay, we get to open up the Lapras, and we even get Buddy Poffin, which is a good start. Ooh, they got Joltik box, and yeah, let's get the Fan Rotom here. Should we get another Hoothoot? Let's see what Noctowl's like. Both of them are in the deck. So yeah, basically next turn, assuming they don't Iona us, we can evolve up the Noctowl and pick up hopefully a Crispin and like a Buddy Poffin to get the Deino. Okay, they play Guidance. I'm just kind of not sure about benching the other Deino, just because looking at top 20 cards and attaching any number of energy cards, I feel like even that attack might not give us the 5 energies that we need for Hydreigon. Especially when I see a 2-line in the deck, I feel like setting up just one is like kind of like the best case scenario. I go for the Jolting Charge. Wow, we just draw the Deino anyways. So yeah, let's get Crispin here. And now maybe Grand Tree. It's not like they have anything that can evolve up here. We need Water and Metal here. Yeah, there's not that many energies in the deck here. We got like, what, 9, 10, 11 energies. Kind of doesn't help that we have 3 dark energies in our hand. Let's just put the Deino down just in case. Do we need another Noctowl? I feel like nah, not really. Okay, that's pretty lucky. So we even got 2 energies for the Deino. They play Grand Tree for the Galvantula. I don't know what kind of deck they're playing here. This just looks like some kind of troll deck, honestly. Because it looks like it's trying to be Ancient Box. Oh wow. They gust the Hydreigon. What are the odds of that? That is brutal. And we are weak to grass, so it's a one-hit KO. Karma is so bad. Looks like we're just gonna have to knock out Galvantula before we can really try this Deino combo here. Or Hydreigon. Yeah, let's put the energy on Lapras just so we can knock out the Galvantula. That was so bad. Like, what are the odds they had Galvantula grass type? There's Luminous. I'm going to Hydreigon. I guess I'll just keep this game in the video, I guess, because they seem to be still a pretty good player to pull something off like that. Just immediate gust up, even playing the Galvantula in the first place. I don't know. They play Sodom. So I don't think we have any more Crispins in the deck. I think it was just those 2. See, 2 more ancient Pokemon as well as the Roaring Moon. Festival Grounds. I guess we'll go for that first attack. Yeah, 150. See, we can do 200 if we attach energy. It's worth it. I know, let's put Noctowl in, and let's see if there's a Crispin here. Yeah, no luck for that. I don't know, I guess we can put Defiance Band actually. And no. Guess Ultra Ball to thin out the hand. Yeah, if we attach energy, we can gust them with the Defiance Band. Yeah, let's gust them up for Roaring Moon. Pretty much their big threat. Okay, they go back into Hydreigon. Ancient Capsule. Yeah, they probably will knock us out here. And they got the Saddam. Yeah, because they do, what, probably 150 at least. They got 5. No, they only have 4 ancient Pokemon actually. So it's 120. Still, they do knock us out. I don't want to go into Hydreigon here. Let's just go into Fan Rotom. Pretty much just to buy a turn. Fezandipiti. Yeah, we don't have Iona or anything like that. I don't know, maybe let's put down the Fez, see if we can get a boss. Maybe to buy a turn. Never mind. Yeah. Let's pass. Okay, there's Arvin. So they're not gusting us. They could... No, they can't use Counter Catcher. Trolley and Capsule. I don't know, I feel like I might regret putting down the Fezandipiti. It is just such an easy target. And 2 prize cards. So yeah, they get a 5th Ancient Pokemon into play. What does Brute Bonnet do? Hardly ever sees any play. 50 damage for each damage counter your opponent's active. Should we gust that Roaring Moon? I feel like I can do kind of a lot of damage with... No, there's not that many Ancients in the discard. See, flip the script. We do pick up boss though. I think we might want to just gust the Raging Bolt, actually. Because if they hit our Noctowl, we're basically done, really. Let's take out the Raging Bolt. And they can build it up with Sada, attach, I don't know. It's not worth it to let them have it. Let's go for the Dark Bite. And I know for the Hydreigon, they're maxing out at 180 tops. They go into Roaring Moon. Yeah, we basically have this. Oh no, wait, they can actually still gust us and knock us out. Knock out our Noctowl. Yeah. Oh, okay, that's just research. Pretty insane deck. That Galvantula basically did a ton of work for them. Yeah, looks like they're running every energy card in this deck. They got Fighting, Dark Grass, Lightning. What else they got? Maybe just those four. And then that Prism Energy. Yeah, they're done. And just go for the Vengeance Fletching for 160. Yeah, there we go. Last prize card of the game. There's a boss's orders. There we go. Well, those are all of the games. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.